Hello guys, welcome back to your English class. Today we're going to start Unit 10 that it's called Turning Points. Now, on exercise 10.3, the instruction says, read the text again and complete the following statements. You have next to the sentences a text with 4 paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs, and you have on this part 6 sentences. The idea is read the text and then when we finish we have to complete the idea. We have to write past actions that these famous people used to do when they were younger. Okay, we have the text. There is a moment in everybody's life that an event, a person, or circumstance make the change of our lives. For most of people, a turning point is the day you get married or when your first son is born. For others, bad or good luck, a tragedy, or simply a relationship make the change. That has happened all along human history. Take Louis Pasteur, for example. He used to be a student in drawing and painting. When everybody thought that he would be an artist, 3 of his children died of typhoid. These personal tragedies inspired Pasteur to try and find cures for disease. That has happened to many people, even the famous. Did you know that Adolf Hitler used to work as a casual laborer and eventually as a painter and selling watercolors? But he didn't become a painter. He was the greatest dictator ever. Eva Perón is another example. She used to act on stage, radio and film actress. Then Eva met Juan Domingo Perón, married him, and became the first lady in Argentina. Another fairy tale is Grace Kelly's life. She used to live in New York. She moved to Hollywood, worked as an actress, and at the age of 26 married Rainier III, the Prince of Monaco, to become the Princess of Monaco. Her Highness also received an Oscar. Some stories go exactly the other way. Young Luciano Pavarotti didn't used to sing or act. He used to dream of becoming a footballer goalkeeper, but when he received vocal training, his life changed. Michael Jordan didn't used to sing or act or govern a country. He used to study cultural geography, but he didn't work as a geographer. His love of sports made him the greatest player in basketball history. All this takes us to a question: what was the turning point in your life? Okay, now we have the text and we have the ideas. The ideas we have to complete with information on this. The sentences, for example, the first one it says, Louis Pasteur was a scientist and discovered the cure of rabies. But before that, he used to be a student in drawing and painting. Okay? He used to be a drawing and painting student. Okay? Number 2. Adolf Hitler was a dictator, but in his younger years, he used to work as a casual laborer and eventually as a painter. Okay, we have the information here. The idea is to complete. What about Eva Perón? What about Grace Kelly? What about Luciano Pavarotti? And what about Michael Jordan? What did they do before they become famous? Okay, now In the next exercise, on exercise 10.6, we have use the clues to write a question and appropriate answer. We have Lionel Richie, live in New York, live in Birmingham. Okay, the idea is you have to write a question using used to, and the second idea is the answer. Okay, for example, did Lionel Richie used to live in New York? This is the first part. No, he didn't. He used to live in Birmingham. Okay, now number 1, Robert Mitchum sing in musicals, act in movies. Did Robert Mitchum used to sing in musicals? No, he didn't. He used to act in movies. Number 2, Marie Curie work for government, give university classes. Did Marie Curie used to work for the government? No, she didn't. She used to give university classes. And you have to complete the rest. The same idea. The first line is a question, and the second part is the answer. Okay? Now, in your workbook on exercise 10.3, match the beginning of the sentence with the proper ending. Write the corresponding letter on the lines. You have 10 sentences on the left and 10 letters on the right. Now, what are you gonna do? You have to read them, read the context of these ideas, and then match the correct ending. For example, Grace used to eat a lot of chocolate. Grace is she. So now she's on diet. H. Grace used to eat a lot of chocolate, but now she's on a diet. Number 2. Henry used to work in London, but London is a place. Manchester. Henry used to work in London, but now he works in Manchester. And his idea for the next ones. You have to read them, and according with the context with the first lines, you have to choose what would be the proper ending. Okay? And to finish with your workbook, we have exercise 10.6. Some of the following sentences are wrong. Find the mistakes and write the correction on lines. If the sentence is correct, write the word okay. Now, you have 9 sentences, and you have to write them in the correct way. And if the sentence is okay, you have to write yours okay, and that's all. For example, Charles Chaplin used to live in poverty. Is wrong, this sentence. The correct sentence is Charles Chaplin used to live in poverty. Use has to be in past simple. Okay. Number 2. Sarah Brightman used to play and danced disco music. Is wrong. Sarah Brightman used to play and dance. Play in present and dance in present. Why? Because used to tell us that it's past simple. It's a past habit. That's why we use play and dance in simple form. And the last one. Number 3. Alexander Graham Bell used to be interested in poetry and music. Okay, the sentence okay. You have used to, past simple, the verb be in infinitive, and the complement. And that's all. Okay? And that's all, guys. Read the sentences and complete them in the correct way. Don't forget to take the photos from the exercises. Check if you have to make a video or a recording. And don't forget to download the PDF from the book. And don't forget to download the worksheet. I hope that you're okay. Thanks a lot for your attention. See you later. Bye bye.